everybody. The kids just dropped me off at the tall staircase. That's where I left off a couple of days ago. It rained pretty much all night. It's still raining a little bit now, and I'm about a mile and a half into the hike, and I need to cross this little creek, which normally would not be an issue, but the water's going pretty strong. I'm gonna have to evaluate to see what I'm gonna do. I may just hang out here for a little while or walk up the creek to see if there's a better place to cross. All right, I will catch up with you guys later. Bye. Hey everybody, I'm several miles into the hike today, and I'm shooting for a shelter that was 7 or 8 miles from the beginning, so I'm almost there. Really not a lot of views today. It was raining all day. It's just letting up a little bit, and I see some fog rolling in, and so the challenge for the day was to get from where I stopped the other day, which is basically on I-40, and to get back up to the 4,000 foot level. And boy, it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle for sure. Hard to get my legs going, hard to get my lungs going, and the rain suit all day, it's a little bit hot, so I opened it up and had to cross a couple of creeks that were really swollen and running fast, so I got a bunch of water down inside my shoe today, and but making it. I'm almost to the top, and then I just need to go a couple miles down to the shelter, and so this is it. This is the view for the day. It really is pretty though. Hey everybody, made it to the top of Snowbird Peak, and that was the challenge for today. It's about 4,200 feet. It was quite a climb, and it took me a very long time. So I could tell it toward the end a little bit of fatigue started setting in. But it was quite a hike. The temperature is great for hiking. However, it didn't really stop raining at all. A couple of minutes here and there, but for the most part, it pretty much rained the entire way. Had to cross through a couple of creeks, and got water down in my shoe, which is a little uncomfortable. But I did it. I made it to the top, and it's kind of an interesting peak. I've not seen anything like this. It opened up into a field, and there's a lot of like young growth, maybe like a year or maybe 2-year growth here, and it looks like there's room for like utility vehicles, but it's pretty interesting. The fog rolled in, so you really can't see too far ahead of you. It's really pretty, but I'm looking forward to getting into the campsite. It's about 2 miles down, and I hope somebody has a fire already going. I'd like to get a little dried out and get my shoes dried out again. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna start heading down. It'll take me an hour or so, and then I'll catch you at the camp. All right, bye-bye. Hey everybody, I realized I didn't do a little summary clip from yesterday once I got to the campsite. So yesterday was pretty rainy all day long, and it was a lot of uphill climbing, and I made it to the campsite okay. And it's a pretty small campsite, so there were limited places inside the shelter. So they have pretty nice shelters every 10 or 12 miles or so. And I was able to make it to one of the shelters. So I decided to sleep inside the shelter instead of putting my tent up. And if your tent gets wet, it's a process to dry it out. You don't want to pack it up wet for too long because it's just not good for it. So I didn't want to have to go through the process of drying it out before packing it back up. So I decided to stay inside the shelter, and which was good. And as the night rolled in, you know, several other people showed up just trying to get some relief out of the rain. So it was a lot of activity last night, and it was a lot of people standing just trying to get under the shelter and out of the rain. So that was pretty much what happened yesterday. It was, my overall goal is just to get back to Hot Springs. So it was just a day to get 8 miles behind me. Same for today, another 8 miles behind me. So hopefully tomorrow we get a little bit more miles. Okay, we'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.